not this rack. This rack.
Hey folks, welcome back to, well, normally I would say my shop, but today we're in the garage. And as you can see, I now have a wood storage rack. It's actually a pretty big upgrade for me. I had all this wood sitting in the basement on sawhorses that just disorganized and it took up way too much room. So I finally got the materials together and I built this rack. The rack itself is designed loosely based on Mark Spagnuolo's design that he did in the episode called Racking My Brain. I'm not sure what episode number it is, but if you search the site, thewoodwhisperer.com, just search for Racking My Brain, you'll come right to it. So, just to give a quick tour of the rack itself. See, I have 3 uprights. Those are 3 2x4s that are 10 feet long, and they're held into that cross piece that I made to flush up with the brick portion with some 6-inch lag screws. So, this top tier, I have 3 tiers of horizontal storage. So this top tier is for lighter materials. I figure 2x4s and construction grade stuff can go up there. As you can see, I have my garage track right there as well, so that's why it's easier just to put the light stuff up there. That way it's not too difficult to get it on or off. So, and then the next 2 tiers are for my nicer woods. Right now I have some red oak and walnut, but for any time I might get something that's similar colored, I will label the ends just to make sure I know I don't get confused as to what species is what. The lower rack, again, very similar to what Mark's design was. I did change it up a little bit. This back portion here is for plywood. It will accommodate sheet goods, and it has 5 front sections here. I'll describe here. So this front little small section here, that's for dowel stock. And then I have an upper and lower section here. This upper section here is for some cutoffs from when I use hangers for a French cleat. Those cutoffs go there. They have the 45-degree cut in them, so I keep those around in case I can use those for the French cleat system. And on the right side of that same area, I have some poplar sticks cut off, and that's for stickering the wood on the horizontal storage. That way you get good airflow around the wood, and I won't have so many issues, hopefully, once you get into the shop to acclimate before working on a project. Lower section here just has basic cutoffs. It has MDF, plywood, pine, poplar, even some pressure treated. Again, just small pieces in case you ever need it for stop blocks or things like that. I keep that sort of stuff there. Next section over is more construction grade stuff. MDF, plywood, pine, some poplar, and that goes in that middle section there. And then off to the right here, which is the larger section, that's going to be for my cutoffs of nicer wood. So as you can see here, I got some walnut, some maple, and there's some red oak in there as well. But made that the larger section. I figured it gives me some room to collect more wood. It is on a caster system, similar to what Mark had. I have a couple gate hinges there. Casters up front here. That way, if I want to, I can just spin this guy. He can come out. That way, if I want to unload from the car, there's a garage door. I can load it right up into the rack. And then slide it back when I'm all set. And just secure the little catch here. I was considering coming out a full 18 inches. These supports here, from the 2x to out here, is 18 inches. I was going to do the same here, but then I realized that probably wasn't a good idea, because I know this may sound a bit of blasphemy, but yes, occasionally I do need to put a car in the garage. Usually it's with a big snowstorm, and I have to give my neighbor room to plow the driveway out, so I usually put one car in the garage to give him that space. So I know, but this actually, I cut it back to 15 inches, and this gives me enough room to be able to bring the car in and open the door to actually get out of the car. So that's pretty much it. Should add a great amount of convenience for me. Basically, unload from the garage to the rack, and then when it's ready to go into the shop to acclimate, there's the entrance right there.